Hello, this is Brandon from Galaxy Stock Market. Today is October 30th, 2024. We're at the eve of Halloween, October 31st. Anyways, it's October 30th, 2024. It's about 1:17 p.m. as I bring you this midweek analysis. I didn't do a weekend video because I did a Wednesday video and it pretty much sums up what's been happening. But I think it calls for a video because I don't sound repetitive right now. And I've been warning you guys all for the last 2 or 3 months about SMCI and also NVDA for that matter. But SMCI is warning the stock market that we are very, very close to a rug pull that's coming. Okay. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. So please pause and read this disclaimer. If you agree, please move forward. And also, please subscribe, like, and comment, thumbs up, all of that stuff. We really enjoy having you, and I'm honored that you're watching my channel here. Now, of course, the shameless plug on x.com/galaxy.market. There's a lot of activity there right now because, a lot of you are being misled into being complacent at the moment. But I always say, look at what they do, not what they say. And this is the best channel for you to gain insight and trade the markets profitably. All right, just real quick, nothing's really changed on the monthly uptrend line. We have not hit this upper trend line, and we're just chopping around. We're making, just incremental moves higher. Like I said, I would love to see it touch and then fail because that would be really a no-brainer, coming right down here. But it doesn't need to hit the top before we go back down. And as we can see, there are countless examples of that happening as we look here. And we are very, very close. And I've been warning you about this. And this is probably going to be my last warning about the stock market ahead of the elections. There may be a rug pull that's coming or sell the news event. It seems like the elections are trending a certain way. And I have some comments on that a little bit at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. So this is what we have. But the biggest news for the day is finally SMCI Day of Reckoning is here. And guys, this is serious. I mean, I'm telling you, SMCI is not a huge company, won't have a huge dent on the overall broad markets. But there's always a stock that rings a bell at the top. And we talked about this in 2000. It was Enron and MicroStrategy, MCI WorldCom. In the financial crisis from 2007 to 2009, it was New Century, Lehman Brothers, Bear Stearns, whole slew of other companies. And, we have a cluster F of banks that are insolvent, that are pretending to be alive. We got zombie banks. They're here. Nothing was fixed in 2007 and 2008. So I posted this morning as soon as this happened, finally about time, and I said SMCI is showing its true colors. Enron's going to look like the good guys. And the reason for this is because Ernst & Young, big accounting firm that they hired to audit their books, just resigned. This is the second major company that has resigned, and this is the nail in the coffin for this company. I've been talking about some shady dealings and its relationship with NVDA. And NVIDIA's accounting is very similar to what SMCI is employing. In fact, most of the AI space is like this. All right. So pay attention, folks. SMCI rang the bell, and now it is telling you the markets are ready to break. And this is something you need to pay attention to. All right. So I said Enron, anyone, SMCI is a zero. Basically, it is a zero. It's not going to go down in a straight line. Short all rips. I mean, that's basically what we're talking about, right? And of course, Coastal Journal. I really love these guys. These guys do some good investigative online journalism. But again, shout out to Coastal Journal. Okay. And basically, NVIDIA and Supermicro are kind of joined at the hips. If you look at their accounting and their business relationships, for over the last 30 years. And remember, SMCI was once delisted for accounting irregularities. And so, the cockroaches are going to come out. And I think there's basically this right here. Okay, NVIDIA only has 3 customers. All right, for their AI business. Also, one thing I want to talk to you about is who is Jensen Huang related to? All right, who's he related to? Okay, none other than the CEO of AMD, and AMD just reported horrific earnings. All right, and they are tanking also. Lisa Su is his cousin. How does that even happen, folks? I'm not even going to get into other aspects of it. If you want to learn more about that, you're going to have to join my membership because I can't talk about it in this forum. But something smells bad. Follow the trail, folks. All right. SMCI might be too late to get in, or maybe not. I think it's a zero, but it's going to be tricky to short going forward. The time to short was when we made an announcement in our group, right? So this morning I talked about this, okay? I said there's going to be a little bounce, short the rips and buy time. And that's the best way to play this, right? And then again, I just wanted to remind you back here, I said, hey, look, SMCI is ringing the bell at the top. And then I went and talked about this. This is a little snippet from October 16th. And I reminded everyone to start buying the $11, $15, $40 puts. And we've been doing that. And so we took half of it off this morning. And then we're going to just ride the rest of it. We have a lot of time. Let's see where it goes. We made a crap ton of money on this. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how much. Okay, again, SMCI is a zero. But more broadly, what does it say about our economy and our markets right now, especially because NVIDIA is the darling. AI space is really the bubble that's ready to pop along with the banking bubble. But banks are being propped up by, the central banks because we'll talk about that in a bit. But SMCI is a zero, folks. All right. All right. So this is the other thing. This is today, about an hour ago. This was apparently inside in the NVIDIA's recent earnings report. And they're basically saying that they don't expect that their disclosure controls and procedures or their internal controls will prevent all errors and all fraud. Why are they talking about fraud? Because these guys are the same, folks. All right. It doesn't mean NVIDIA is going to crash right away, but this market's on thin ice. I mean, it is super extended. We have the elections coming up. We have World War III concerns. I mean, the whole 9 yards with the TNX like skyrocketing. I mean, right now, anything above, 3850 on the TNX, which measures the 10-year treasury yield, means that the banks are all insolvent. We have all kinds of issues, which we're going to go over. Short NVIDIA, short all rips. All right. So I think the NVIDIA offers right now an objective entry where you can scale in right into here. Okay. Everybody thinks it's going to skyrocket higher. If it goes higher, it may. You just got to buy time and figure out how you're going to play this either via options or by straight shorts. But what's about to be uncovered on NVIDIA will probably bring this market down. We're a lot closer than what you think, okay? And this is an objective short entry, not financial advice, but you guys got to do your own research. Just don't take my word for it, okay? So the other thing is, obviously, last week, okay, when everything was going higher, everybody's saying, oh, this market's never going to come down. It is coming down, folks, all right? And the fact of the matter is that we had the single most amount of stocks sold by institutional traders, not you guys, not us. Retail traders are so bullish, they can't see straight, okay? You're going to become exit liquidity. Don't become exit liquidity, folks, all right? And then this octogenarian, I don't know, I think she's past being an octogenarian, but I don't know why our governments are filled with so many people that belong in the nursing home. Don't let her grandmotherly appearance fool you. Are you kidding me? All right. While China is fighting deflation, it's clear, okay, this lady wants to put another $37 trillion in early 2025. I mean, what the hell, man? I mean, this is insane. I mean, it's just like I wouldn't even put her in charge of a lemonade stand at this point, okay? And the thing is that deflationary credit collapse is coming. I know a lot of you think I'm nuts because all you see is inflation. Deflation follows hyperinflation because it kills all productivity and it kills everything. okay? And demand is collapsing. And when you print money to oblivion, like she thinks there's no consequences because you know what? She doesn't really give a crap, okay? I feel sorry for her. This is like elder abuse at this point. But she is the mastermind, okay? I mean, it's insane. It's just I'm ready to pull my hair out. Anyways, the other thing is when you look at right now, if you don't think we're near the top, I got something to tell you. Here is the basically the unweighted SPX versus here's the weighted, right? Weighted is showing you that it's bullish right now and it's flattening out. It's kind of formed this bear flag right down here, and this is the likely course. I'm telling you that this divergence is happening at the moment. Then we have this ominous sign. Gold. Here's the thing. Gold and US dollar are going up together. Okay. Something's going to break, and I don't think it's going to be gold. Judging by the amount of central bank buying around the world and the fact that BRICS had their summit, okay, they're going to wait for the opportune time to introduce, I believe, their BRICS pay and their BRICS denominated money. And if we start continuing to weaponize the US dollar for sanctions instead of playing nice with the rest of the world, you know, either way, gold can go parabolic at any time. And right now, these things are moving together. But if the US dollar starts falling, it is a race to zero. Gold's going to do the opposite. Pay attention to this relationship. The broken markets are due to fraudulent money printing. I mean, we are printing money due to oblivion. Okay. This is why we are in the precipice of a meltdown right now. Okay, this is why we have wars. We have wars because the bankers take you to war after they break the system and blame it on the war, kill a bunch of people, and then basically reset the monetary system to their favor. Okay. In the meantime, we have Russians testing nukes. Okay, there's some outlets that are saying they're testing the missiles that are capable of carrying nukes. It doesn't matter. You know, they weren't testing nukes. I mean, there's a lot of things that they're talking about with warning NATO. I mean, the world is hell-bent on war, and I don't know where this bloodlust is coming from. I'm pretty sure it's not the senators and Congress people's sons and daughters that they're going to be sending to war. There's already people dying in Ukraine, and the war drum is now beating very, very close to home now, right? All right? I mean, this thing could reach Los Angeles in 30 minutes, folks. Paris in 10. Okay, what good would that bring? Okay, so I'm just sick and tired of this crap, but this is the way it is. The markets are basically gearing up into hyperinflation and into deflationary credit collapse, and this is where the nations become protectionists move. And I actually, you know, Russia testing nukes is, I mean, what do we expect, you know, from what we're doing? And then yesterday on October 28th, okay, 2 days ago, you know, the U.S. military is now doing emergency senior leader evacuation drill, folks. All right. Look at what they're doing, not what they're saying. They're saying that, you know, Russia and China won't do anything or that we want peace. They want peace, but they're preparing for a major war drills. Okay. And then I don't know what the hell's going on in Israel and the rest of the world. Israel and Iran. Okay, I think the first attack was a misdirection because, you know, the attack plan was leaked in the Pentagon. I'm not even sure if that person that leaked it, they identified her, is in custody or is this part of the whole script? It almost seems like it's all planned. Okay, warmongering is alive and well, folks. I mean, look at this guy. Okay. He probably shits his pants. I don't know. I mean, it's like he's senile. I mean, I feel sorry for Joe Biden. Okay. He's a shell of a man. It's really sad. But really, this stuff, you know, the warmongering, United States is issuing a warning to Iran. What's the warning? Are we going to go to World War III? Is that what everybody wants? Okay. Because that's where it's going, folks. Unless, I mean, pray for peace, folks. I mean, this is ridiculous, okay? I don't agree with either things, okay? But I think the next attack on Israel or Iran, whoever does it first, okay, is going to basically cause escalation. And we're there. We're almost there. And then, of course, we have North Korea now fighting alongside Russia in its war in Ukraine. And then so NATO's confirming that. Russia is telling NATO, if you get involved in Ukraine, it's World War III. So, I mean, guys, we need to stop this World War III drum. Okay, Norks, which is North Koreans are in Ukraine, folks. This is World War. It's already starting, I think, you know. And then this chart, I just want to tell you, it's just basically reminding you that at this critical level of support, once we start failing, gold is going to double and triple here. And I think we're going to see a parabolic breakout shortly. Okay. If you don't think gold could hit $3,500 within days, I got something, something to sell you. Okay. And, the amount of paper shorts at COMEX and LBMA, naked shorts, okay, is like 180 to 1 ratio. And on silver, it's even worse. I think it's like 800 to 1 or 680 to 1, one or the other. But regardless, what happens if they ask for delivery of those? Okay, what's going to happen? All right. And especially because no one trusts the fiat money system anymore. And then the BRICS getting together. This is scary. Okay. Then we have China talking about a 10 trillion yuan, which is equivalent to $1.4 trillion liquidity injection. Why would they be doing that? For those of you that are saying we're in hyperinflation and you're wrong, no, these people are worried about deflationary credit collapse. Hyperinflation leads to recession, then to deflation, then to depression, then to wars. Okay? All right? Pay attention, folks. Look at what they're doing. All right. And then, of course, China is bypassing COMEX. They're talking about on the BRICS that they're going to have their own precious metals exchange. And these China, Russia, and the rest of the world have been buying up gold and silver like crazy. Now, Russia started buying silver. Now China's buying silver directly from the producers. Okay, they're bypassing the middleman. I mean, what's going to happen to these naked shorts, guys? If you don't think gold and silver could break out, and silver is going to be above 65 in a blink of an eye, and gold being above 3,000 to 3,500, I mean, you're not paying attention. COMEX and LBMA days are numbered. And then, of course, then BRICS announces their manifesto right here. Okay. They had their BRICS meeting, right? Summit in Kazan. Okay. Yes, everybody's saying, well, they didn't introduce any BRICS pay and everything. I think it's already in place. And they're going to be using it to their advantage because they are at war. We're not at a shooting war, but it's certainly looking like we're turning into one. Okay. And then our own elections, okay? Election volatility is coming, guys. Okay, I don't think this is going to be I don't know. I just don't think there's anything good coming out of this right now, okay? And right now Trump is ahead 67% to Harris at 33.1%. I mean, is anybody even surprised? The only way this person's going to win is with a fix. She's probably the worst candidate ever, and I'm not afraid to say it. And I think her own party feels that way. Okay. What is going on in our world, folks? All right. So, what are the black swan situations that we're talking about? Okay. The black swan that we're talking about is this. Okay. All that matters right now. We talked about gold and silver. Here's gold's weekly chart. I'm not going to go too much in detail because I've been beating this to a drum. This is the projected trajectory. I think we're going to hit between 3,000 to 3,500 in the next couple of weeks or sooner. Okay, maybe after elections, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Who knows? Who the hell knows? Everything is telling me, based on my metrics that I follow, that we are breaking out. It's ready to go parabolic. We're at the phase 4. Silver's lagging a little far behind. We're still in phase 3 situation, but pretty soon it's going to go vertical and start hitting that phase 4 alpha breakout. Okay. And silver, guys, silver's, while gold and Bitcoin has been hitting all-time highs, silver has not hit its all-time high of 50. All right. And I think that's coming soon. And I don't think it's going to stop at 50. Okay. So, what do we have currently? What's going on? Let me just do a quick review of what I expect is happening. Okay, first and foremost, okay, this TNX, you better pay attention because we've already hit 43. This renders all banks insolvent. Okay, there's rumors of the reverse repos are not going well because there's tons of banks that are insolvent. Yet on the regional bank index, on the KREs, they can do this forever, but eventually it's going to break and it's just going to never stop going down. Okay, guys, SPY and QQQ puts. Okay, I mean I'm not going to talk about it anymore. You guys do what you need to do. Okay. Soon as dollar starts falling as the gold goes moving higher, that's when we're going to see parabolic or hyperbolic moves. Okay. Look at our VIX right now. Okay. It's above 20. You know that they rescued the market on Monday. Nothing happened significantly. Okay. Nothing happened right now as we speak. The markets are calling the central banking bluff, and therein lies the black swan. There's so many black swans, I can't count which one it is. Is it the Russians? Is it the Israelis and Iranians? Is it the North Koreans coming into Ukraine? Is it going to be NATO? Is it our elections? What's going to happen? Are there going to be like this instability that's coming? What's going on with gold? Why are they trying to suppress gold and silver and they can't smash it down? Okay, despite all these naked shorting that's going on. Folks, I warned about this on last Wednesday. It still stands true. All right. Beautiful black swan. Not so beautiful. I worry about the world. Please pray for the world. So here's the thing. SMCI is the nail in the coffin, folks. Okay. More cockroaches are to follow. I'd pay attention to NVDA, AMD, probably LRCX, and Avagio. Gold and silver is where you need to be. We're buying gold and silver. Okay. If you can't buy physicals, at a certain point, I don't think physicals are going to be available because all the central banks are going to take them. There is still October. We talked about this last week. Those who fail to plan will plan to fail. Okay. And yes, it's coming to an end, but I still think there's something going on. There's something just doesn't smell right. Critical SPY level remains at 561.67. A lot of you say, well, that's not going to be hit this week. You'll be shocked once they pull the rug out, but I'm not sure. Okay, but that is the level that you need to pay attention to. Impulse move to the downside after that is just going to be a wet, fast water slide down with jetpack on. Okay, BRICS New World Order Manifesto, we talked about that. Okay, there is something going on in the background. War drum beats louder into World War III. Okay, I don't know how else to put it. Election volatility. Can it be seldom news? Okay, if Trump wins, can it be seldom news? I mean, I think the powers that be that aren't happy about it, I just don't think we have a free market system anymore and that everything is managed and everything is rigged at this point, okay? So last week I talked about go long gold, go long silver. I'm still talking about that. Buy VIX on any pullbacks and short SPY and ES. I think shorting Amazon, shorting NVIDIA, and short SMCI, that's from last week. Short CMA. I still stand behind that. Okay. TNX at 42 plus. That's a crash waiting to happen. Gold and silver naked shorts are trying to slam, but will it hold near all-time highs for gold and silver? Oh, well, for gold, right? Bitcoin already broke out. Bitcoin's probably going to take out 75, 80K. Okay. Here's the sequence. Bitcoin breaks out first, then gold will follow, and then silver. Okay. And then don't forget about platinum. I mean, but I just don't have time for all that. US dollar and gold cannot be going up together, folks. One thing or another will break. And I think we're beginning to see early signs of that. So thank you so much for watching. Follow me at Galaxy.Market. Like us, share us, and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want to learn, again, what our memberships are all about, you need to email me. Okay, I don't sell your stuff. I'm not going to spam you. I'm just for communication purposes. All right. We do have a good, the internet special, $59.95 a month. I think it's well worth it. You get the weekly setups and weekly watch list, as well as morning market commentaries filled with pivot levels and then you could follow me on x.com. Okay, because a lot of you can't afford some of the packages that we have, but it's well worth it. So check us out if you want to join us. I'm not, I don't need people to join us per se, but I sure would love to have like-minded traders that want to make some money. So let's get some alpha. Be careful out there. Bye-bye.